So anyway, I keep hearing that the Angel Reese, Asia Wilson supporters they are the ones with the motion. They're moving the needle.
Delusion often pops up in social media debates, especially around how athletes see themselves. Take Angel Reese, for example. She believes she's brought just as much spotlight to women's basketball as Caitlin Clark. While her fans back her up, this claim has definitely sparked some strong reactions. No doubt, both Reese and Clark are incredibly skilled and important to the game. But suggesting that one player alone is responsible for the surge in viewership feels like a stretch. The truth is, it's the mix of many talented athletes and their individual journeys that's fueling the rise of women's basketball today.
Angel Reese is now quoted as saying, "I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person." She refuses to say Caitlin Clark's name. "It's because of me too, and I want you to realize that."
But the numbers, they tell a whole different story. Once the data dropped, all the hype, debates, and hot takes faded into the background. One stat stood tall. Caitlin Clark dominated jersey sales and viewership. That single fact cut through all the noise and comparisons with Angel Reese. And here's the shocker, Angel Reese didn't even make the top ranks. So now the real question is, how far down the list did she actually land? Let's break down the stats and find out what they reveal about her true impact in the world of women's basketball. If you're riding with Caitlin Clark, hit that subscribe button and drop a CC 100% in the comments below.
So what happens when what I think is probably the far and away the most popular female athlete there is in existence right now, Caitlin Clark? What happens when her jersey sales are revealed in a very important period, by the way? September 1 through November 3rd would be some prime Christmas area. Just pointing that out.
If Angel Reese is really the one shaking up the league, then why did the spotlight instantly shift the moment Caitlin Clark stepped onto the court? If Reese is the puppet master of the hype, then why is it Indiana's number 22 who's capturing the attention of everyone, from hardcore WNBA fans to people who've never even watched a single game? The answer? It's actually pretty simple. In this video, we're breaking down one key metric that cuts through all the noise and opinions. By the end, we'll uncover the undeniable truth about who really drives the excitement in women's basketball and who's the true heartbeat of the league.
When Adam Silver was trying to get Caitlin Clark in the three-point shooting contest in the All-Star weekend, it was because he needed her more than she needed them. All right? That because of the popularity, what it was she could draw in. Fact is, a lot of her ratings in games last year beat a hell of a lot of regular season NBA games. That's how she moves the needle.
Now let's talk about the stat that literally broke the internet. Caitlin Clark, a rookie, led WNBA jersey sales during the league's most profitable stretch, the holiday season. Let that sink in. While the league is filled with established superstars and living legends, it was the freshman from Iowa, now lighting it up in Indiana, who took the top spot. Names like Aja Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, and yes, even Angel Reese weren't leading the charts. The jersey flying off shelves, the one showing up in homes all across the country, belonged to Caitlin Clark. And no, this isn't because of some big PR machine pushing her image. It's because she has that rare spark you can't manufacture, real, undeniable star power.
What does that mean? We deserve more.
Of course,
Everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
But we gotta face the consequences.
What?
Damn, we gotta get it up.
Y'all gotta
like,
deal with
y'all.
something. Y'all gotta do something.
And we're just getting started. Wondering how Caitlin Clark's jersey sales stack up against the NBA? Brace yourself, because she didn't just top the WNBA, she cracked the NBA's top jersey sales list. Only one player outsold her, the global icon himself, Stephen Curry. Let that sink in. A rookie WNBA player, and the only person ahead of her is Steph Curry. Right behind him, Caitlin Clark. This isn't just viral buzz, this is generational impact. Plain and simple. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, her jersey sales didn't even break into the top 10.
You see the top selling jerseys. Steph Curry is number one, and who's that? Tell me who this is. Caitlin Clark is number 2.
While Caitlin Clark is pushing WNBA executives to adapt and meet the skyrocketing demand, Angel Reese is tweeting, "We gotta do something." Inspirational? Sure, but let's be real. Talking about change and actually driving it are two very different things. Right now, there's only one rookie making a measurable impact across the board, and it's not Angel Reese. Caitlin Clark is boosting ratings, smashing records, packing arenas, and turning women's basketball into a must-watch event. So when Angel says we, she might be including herself. But Caitlin Clark, she's already set the bar.
Sorry, young lady. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody would be watching the WNBA additionally for you. This is all about Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is bringing the money to the game, the planes to the game, the TV viewership. The WNBA is on fire because of Caitlin Clark.
These jersey numbers weren't just impressive, they were historic. Steph Curry came in at number 1. Right behind him, Caitlin Clark, a rookie from Iowa, taking the number 2 spot in combined WNBA and NBA jersey sales. And Angel Reese, who's branded herself as the face of Gen Z women's basketball, nowhere on the list. Why? Because viral moments and TikToks don't always equal real fan loyalty. Hype fades. But Caitlin? She brings something more. Concrete, undeniable proof of her influence, and a genuine connection with fans that can't be manufactured. And that's exactly what makes this so undeniable.
Caitlin Clark plays for the Indiana Fever. In Indiana. Now, in sports terms, Indiana is considered, quote unquote, a small market. All right, that's just a fact. It is what it is. It's not New York. It's not LA. All right, it's not even Dallas. It's not Chicago. It's not Houston. It's not a big market. All right, it's not one of these juiced up markets. Boston would be the other one. And that is Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark isn't rising up from some major media hub. She's not riding the glitz of LA, the buzz of New York, or the viral waves out of Chicago. Nope. She's doing it all from Indiana, a state that barely registered on the WNBA's media radar before her arrival. Now, Indiana is the most talked about team in the league. That's not luck. That's not hype. That's the Clark effect.
This should tell everybody that wants to argue for these other players in the WNBA all they need to know.
Meanwhile, Reese's supporters keep calling her a cultural icon. But let's be real. Culture without real consumer engagement is just noise. If Angel Reese is really shifting the culture, then where are the increases in ticket sales? Where's the surge in viewership? Where are the long lines for Angel Reese jerseys? So far, all we've seen is a lot of buzz in the headlines, but nothing to back it up in the numbers.
So refreshing to see some shots actually make it refreshing! Oh no, that's Angel Reese's music! Bang! You like Mustangs? Your favorite player is Lawal Dang? Oh, you said bang!
Let's break it down with the facts. In jersey sales, Caitlin Clark ranks number 1 in the WNBA, and she even comes in at number 2 overall, just behind Steph Curry, Angel Reese, not even in the top 10. When it comes to viewership, games featuring Clark are regularly outshining NBA broadcasts. As for marketability, Clark has already locked in massive partnerships with brands like Gatorade, Nike, State Farm, Panini, and Gainbridge. And that's just the beginning. Clark isn't just appearing in commercials, she is the commercial. Her endorsement deals are smashing records. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's highlights mostly revolve around TikTok dance collabs, hoping to catch a bit of attention. It's fun, sure, but it's not driving real economic impact.
How far is the gap? How far is the gap between Caitlin Clark and her popularity and anybody else in the WNBA? That gap has got to be like the Grand Canyon. That's like she's in a different area code. She's in a different state, maybe a different country. There are no other WNBA players on this list. Angel Reese is not on there. All right? she is nowhere to be found.
So when the media argues that Angel Reese's impact is somehow unique, challenge them on it. Different how? There's no statistic to back up that claim. This isn't about dismissing Reese. It's about being honest. You can't rewrite history just because you prefer someone's persona over the facts. Caitlin Clark has the numbers, the fan support, the ratings, and the respect to back up her impact. Meanwhile, all Angel Reese has is a carefully curated Instagram feed and a sense of grievance about not being treated equally. But here's the truth. Respect isn't something you demand. It's something you earn through your achievements and performance.
All right, back to business. Line bag work, Brittany Griner. You said you rang? Bang!
Somebody said she's got the coordination skills of a baby giraffe. I don't know what baby giraffes did to receive that kind of slander, but I won't stand for it. Bang!
The WNBA is back in little over a month. Friendly reminder, we're not watching because of one person. We're watching because of her, too.
Caitlin Clark didn't set out to be the face of the league. She became it naturally. She didn't beg for attention. The headlines came to her. Instead of complaining about the coverage, she delivered performances that were impossible to ignore. Throughout it all, she dealt with flagrant fouls, media criticism, and even jealousy from veterans, but she never once wavered. She kept shining on the court, and that's how true legends are made.
The double-double record streak. Huh. Okay. I mean, that's a joke.
Angel, on the other hand, seems more focused on creating a rivalry than actually engaging in one. Her fans often claim she's playing chess, while everyone else is just playing checkers. The reality? Caitlin Clark has already finished the game and walked off with the board. While Reese is busy doing podcast tours, complaining about her lack of recognition, Clark is out there putting up impressive stats and lighting up arenas. She's broken 40 records during her NCAA career and at least 62 in her rookie season alone. There's no rivalry when one player is so far ahead of the competition.
Be nice to look this clumsy at your job and then declare you're underpaid. Privilege! Bang! Justice for all baby giraffes out there. I will fight the good fight. Bang! There's one thing to take from these videos. Never give up, because if she can do it, you can do it too.
So the next time someone argues that Angel Reese deserves the same treatment, just share the link to the jersey sales. Let the numbers do the talking. No matter how much they try to reshape the narrative, the scoreboard tells the truth. And the truth is crystal clear. Caitlin Clark is the reason people are engaged, the reason arenas are packed, and the reason women's basketball is experiencing its biggest moment yet. You can't manufacture that. You can't simply wish it into existence. It's not about TikTok fame or attitude. It's about having undeniable talent. And Caitlin Clark, she has it all.
Lessons to players: if you want fans to buy your jerseys in ridiculous numbers, then hit ridiculous logo threes. Well, Andy, I will say this. If you want players to buy your jerseys, be likable. And don't shit on an entire fan base. Yeah.
If you're dreaming about massive jersey sales, start by doing something monumental, like syncing logo threes with the effortless precision of Caitlin Clark. But don't forget, flashy highlights alone won't get you there. Likability plays just as crucial a role, and that's where some players fall short. You can be an incredible athlete, but if you're constantly clashing with fans, responding with hostility, or expecting admiration without earning it, don't be surprised when no one wants to wear your name on their back. Remember when Angel Reese took a shot at her own supporters? Fans don't forget that kind of negativity, and it can have lasting consequences on your popularity.
Kim said she took the X and pretty much let the fans know how she was feeling. Let's pull up the tweet right now. This is the tweet right here. Angel Reese stated, "This is my podcast. Shut the F up. You don't watch. Thank you."
Caitlin, on the other hand, isn't just a sensation because of her basketball skills. Though, let's be real, she's a living highlight reel. What truly sets her apart is her poise and graciousness under pressure. That's what makes people eager to support her. Success isn't just about raw performance, it's about respect. While talent can get you applause, it's character that builds loyalty, packs arenas, and transforms a rookie into a lasting legend.
This is the reason the WNBA never showed the jersey sale numbers, but only put ranks. It was always Clark at 1 and a humongous, ginormous gap from Angel Reese at 2.
To call this a ranking between Angel and Caitlin is being overly generous. This isn't a tight contest, it's a landslide victory. We're not talking about first and second place here. It's first place and then a distant spot far from the spotlight. When it comes to jersey sales, ticket demand, or anything that truly drives revenue for the league, Caitlin Clark is outpacing the competition, while Angel Reese is still getting ready.
Wait. Where are Asia and Angel? This can't be accurate. I mean, well, what are you going to say? What are you going to do?
Let's talk about that jersey sales list. Many were genuinely surprised not to see Angel Reese, DJ Wagner, or even some of the league's well-known veterans on it. But that shock quickly fades when you consider Caitlin Clark's consistent performance, game after game. If you're not making a strong impression on the court or connecting with fans, selling jerseys becomes a challenge, plain and simple. Twitter followers and provocative interviews won't fill Foot Locker. Caitlin Clark's position at the top of WNBA jersey sales, while also ranking second overall in the NBA, just behind Steph Curry, should put this debate to rest. The real question isn't why Caitlin is getting so much attention, it's why others aren't doing enough to earn it. When the excitement fades, the cameras stop rolling and fans start spending their hard-earned money. That's when real influence shows. And Caitlin Clark, she's the definition of that impact.
People were paying thousands of dollars ticket prices to see her. She set gate revenue records all time. She broke how many records last year? 63, I think I count.
Yet some still try to paint her as nothing more than a media creation. But if Caitlin Clark is just a headline, then explain this. Why do ticket prices skyrocket the moment her games are announced? Why do nosebleed seats jump to premium prices when she's expected to play? Why do arenas, once half empty, suddenly turn into standing room only crowds when her name is on the marquee? That's not marketing hype. That's real magnetism. That's undeniable appeal. The demand she generates is real, and it can't be faked. All the excuses about media bias or market size fall apart when faced with the facts. Caitlin Clark isn't drawing attention because of where she plays. She's doing it despite it. She proves that true greatness resonates, and passionate fans will always find you no matter where you are. Indiana may not be a traditional media hub, but right now it's the epicenter of basketball. And there's only one clear reason for that.
And she is the second highest selling NBA jersey. Not WNBA. I mean, she's first by a bazillion miles.
Despite the clear gap, you'll still hear people say, but Angel Reese is popular too. That might be true on the surface, but where's the evidence? Where are the crashed websites from fans scrambling to buy her jersey? Where's the attendance spike when she's named a starter? Where's the ticket resale frenzy when her games are announced? If her popularity is built solely on social media feuds and post-game sound bites, then maybe it's time to redefine what real impact really looks like. While Angel Reese might trend for a tweet, Caitlin Clark is out here making headlines for revolutionizing the WNBA's business model. While others talk, she delivers real change. No gimmicks, no PR stunts, just pure, undeniable talent. She doesn't need drama to dominate. She lets her logo threes, laser-sharp passes, and high IQ movement do all the talking.
This still won't shut haters up, by the way. I mean, look, if these other players are so damn popular, buy their shit. Up the ticket prices, up the demand, make them change stadiums. Nah, y'all gonna keep running your mouths. I guess just being broke because y'all are talking on the internet all day.
If you're still not convinced of Caitlin Clark's impact, maybe it's time to face a truth you've been avoiding. She didn't join the league to be part of the conversation. She became the conversation. She's not waiting for permission to shine. She is the radiant force around which the entire sport now revolves. So the next time someone claims Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are on equal footing when it comes to influence, do everyone a favor. Point to the scoreboard. Point to the ticket sales, the jersey rankings, the TV ratings surge, the booming resale market, and the packed arenas. Because the numbers don't lie, they stand tall, loud, and clear. showing exactly who dominates the game. And just to be clear, it's not the one making noise on Twitter. It's the one rewriting the future of women's basketball comments below. How out of touch do you think Angel Reese really is? And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and check out the videos on screen now. You don't want to miss what's coming next.